So Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon is out. It's been doing the round for a number of weeks now and is surely going to be a strong Oscar contender. The film stars Lily Gladstone and Leonardo DiCaprio and is set in the roaring 20s post-World War I in the state of Montana, USA. The saga follows a series of murders that were explained away and brushed under the carpet as far as the government was concerned for quite a significant amount of time, until the Osage people who were the victims of these atrocities were able to go to Washington and ask the president personally to send investigators, which he did. This is interesting historically, as J. Edgar Hoover was one of the directors of the FBI at the time and sent a team down there to sort it out once and for all. This was just coming into the time when Hoover was about to begin pursuing John Dillinger and his crime gang across America as well. So post-World War I into the roaring 20s and finally into the Depression-era 30s and almost into the 40s before this saga is actually wrapped up. That's the historical context, but the film itself, despite the setting and soundtrack being a little bit different, this is typical Scorsese. The tracking shots, the walkthroughs through people's lives, long takes, extreme zooms in cases of urgency, and scenes of extreme violence are all present and correct. There are great performances from Gladstone, De Niro and DiCaprio. There's a great supporting cast here as well, not to be overlooked, and the cinematography here is just gorgeous. The film has been a little bit maligned for the fact that it's 3.5 hours long, but to be honest with you, I didn't feel the time going by. It was engaging throughout, and between the compelling story and the cast involved in Scorsese's assured direction, the time is not an issue. Believe me, it's well worth a watch. I would say this is probably the best film I've seen this year by far. It's going to be definitely an Oscar contender. I would definitely see DiCaprio and Gladstone getting Oscar nods. Probably cinematography, music score, screenplay, and I would say editing and Best Picture and Director for Scorsese. That's the nominations. It's very hard to see how these would play out. It seems that Lily Gladstone is a very strong contender this year, but she's up against Carey Mulligan, who is very strong as well. So between the two of them, and when you throw Emma Stone into the mix, who's a previous Oscar winner, it is very hard to call. But if you get a chance over this holiday season to see any movie, make that one. You won't be sorry. It's got everything you would want in a Scorsese movie. It's also a true story, sensitively handled, and it really does hit home and hits hard, as is another trait of many of Scorsese's tales. Well, that's my little review of Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon. Don't want to spoil anything, but if you go on Wikipedia, it's all well documented anyhow. Go along and see it. Well worth your time, and it'll be popping up again come Oscar season, so it's well worth having seen beforehand. Hope you enjoyed the review. Hope it helped you decide whether you're going to go and see it or not. Maybe click a like, give a comment, hit the bell icon or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review.